I'm not going to do an in-depth analysis here, but what is Christianity about? It's about forgiveness and redemption. That's what it's about. Generally, we got to be forgiven because we're not perfect, and we need redemption to make amends with God. And God gave us redemption. He offers us grace and mercy. That's what it's about. And people will say, "Oh, you better do right." It is not, and you don't get forgiveness. I mean, you don't depend on forgiveness. You need to do right. You better do right. You better always do right. Nope, it's not about that. That is evidence, if you want to do right, that you have accepted, you've repented, and that you believe in forgiveness and redemption. Why do right if you can't be forgiven? Because you haven't always done right. And so if you're not forgiven, then why do right? Just because somebody said so, or because God said so? You're not going to do right if there's a hell that God's going to send you to. People aren't doing right because God's sending them to hell, and they despise that. They actually want to do more wrong. But because you have a second chance, you have a chance for heaven. We'll give it a second. But because you have a chance to go to heaven, a second chance on experiencing holiness, the holiness that gives us no more sorrow, no more pain, then you have reason to try to do right. But can you always do right? No, you can't. Can you stick to a diet every day perfectly? No, you can't. Even the best people who have said they have, I doubt it that they have done it perfectly. They may be pretty close, some of them. But, so we are given a small analysis here to verify what I'm saying. So you also want to, one more point, is that you want to do right. What's the main reason to do right? Of course, you want to live holy because God is holy. You have that desire. It brings peace. It does many things I don't understand. But one thing I do understand is that you want to do right, to plant seeds for heaven and to teach good things and to bring peace to other people and to warn them of what the bigger thing is when we die. What happens when we die? There's a lot more years after you die than there were while you were alive. And so that matters a lot. And we're told that life is forever. So you want to plant seeds towards that perfect life and not towards hell. So you want to do right for those things. And you need to be challenged to do right, because when you don't, it can hurt other people. Or it can mislead other people. Or it can hurt the message when you're trying to do right. When you're on top of things and doing more stuff right. I don't think you're ever going to do it all right and get it all right. But when you're doing more stuff right and able to let God's Spirit flow through you and able to be in a mindset where you're able to explain things to people in a way that helps them understand what matters, salvation matters, and that quality of life matters, the peace of God matters, and it brings quality of life. When you've done wrong in the past, sometimes that can interfere and give people excuses to reject God, but it's no excuse for them to reject God, because you're not God. If you messed up, you're not God. So you have to understand, you got to learn ways to brush that off. And I had just thought of something new that's actually a proper way to approach that. I can't think of it this fast, but I'm going to end this video. It's much longer than I anticipated. God bless and rise with. And no matter who kicks you down, even if you kicked your own self down and then helped everybody else kick on you while you're down. I've done that before. But God bless and rise with. Rise back up.